Did I show you that lion that we were extracting DNA from in Zimbabwe? Did I tell you about this?
I don't think so.
Dude, this was pretty nuts. So in late last year, I was tracking this giant lion that this friend of mine had told me that he'd seen in Limpopo Valley of Zimbabwe, like just north of the South African border. And we surmised that there was a potential that this animal, because it was so big, it had such unique behavior in the fact that it was hunting buffalo and even juvenile elephants, might have remnant Cape lion DNA in it. Because the Cape lion is this extinct subspecies of African lion. It was bigger than your regular lion, and they would follow the elephant migrations north and then back south, but generally they hung out in South Africa. Anyway, long story short, we wanted to test the DNA of this lion to see if it had any Cape lion DNA in it, and it was this one individual animal. So we tracked it for over a week, hung bait every night, did the collars, did everything that you do to get a lion in, and then finally, this massive black maned lion came in, and I darted it from about 30 feet away from a blind.
Yeah. 30 feet?
But wait, it gets worse. I was in a blind, so I felt kind of safe, right? But when I hit it, I had dosed for, and it wasn't even me, we had a vet with us, he had dosed for a regular-sized African lion. So the animal takes off running as I hit in the back rear quarters, and we trot after it on foot looking for it. And we get up to it, and we're like, oh, he's down. Okay, time to do our workup. And I start walking up to it to check it, as you do when you've tranked an animal. I get, Joe, from me to that television, the big one right there, and it pops up and is like, hello. It's not all the way asleep. And I just drop to the ground and just go limp, right? Because I'm like, crap, he's going to come and kill me. And fortunately, he was drugged up enough, even though he wasn't asleep, to just kind of like not know where I was. And like didn't really charge, but growled and came forward a step or two, and then kind of turned off and lay back down again. Then we got another trank into him, and he went to sleep. But it was really scary.
How big was he?
I think do you want to show him the picture on my page? Huge. I mean, I don't know lion weights or points or any of the hunting stats, but
unusually large.
Oh yeah, biggest one I've ever seen, and I grew up there. Huge.
Did you get the DNA, and did they run the tests?
We did, and there was a 14% discrepancy between it and regular South African lion DNA.
So there's something off.
So we couldn't quite figure out what it was. We drew blood. We took hair clippings. And the latest is, it's not, again, I'm not a geneticist, but the latest is that sample has been sent down to South Africa to run against Cape lion DNA to try and figure out what the discrepancy is. But yeah, there was a discrepancy.
So there is something unique and unusual about
Definitely.
this.
Something unique and unusual. Let's see if I can find it quickly. It's a big, big animal, and I've got it on my phone. Otherwise, I know this is boring for viewers,
don't worry about it.
It's just this massive lion, and to have him charge me on foot, it was pretty terrifying.
So are you talking about something that's twice the size of a normal lion?
I would say like
25%?
1.5. Yeah, 25 to 50% larger.
Wow.
I mean, the paws were I'll show you on my phone. I can send it to you guys, but it's just huge. Okay. Big, black mane, unbelievable animal.
So that's when he's tranked?
Yeah, so that's it.
So see
the dart in his back?
Oh my God.
That's just a picture of a picture, but that's the time he pops up when we go to check on him.
Oh my God, dude, he's so big.
Huge. And there's some pictures you'll see in a second of him on the ground when we're doing the workup.
Is that him right there?
Yeah, we're putting a collar on him.
Jesus, he's jacked.
I mean, just a massive, massive animal.
Do you guys know look at the size of his sack.
Yeah, he's hung.
Jesus. Do you guys know how old he is?
We didn't actually look into that. I'm not sure.
I'd be fascinated by that.
Yeah.
So,
but this was crazy. But
keep us informed on what that discrepancy turns out to be.
Yeah, it's fascinating. That work takes a long time and it travels around, but we've got the sample, which was the main objective. So
there used to be a North American lion that was even larger than the African lion.
Significantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, significantly.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And that was not that long ago, right? Like within the last 15,000 years ago or something.
Something like that. I believe it was definitely coexisted with human beings.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We had lions.
Yep. Huge ones. Yeah. And big plains game and everything else.
Yeah.